What's up, guys? It's 106 miles to Chicago. I've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark out, and I'm wearing sunglasses. So you know what that means. That means we got a walk-in freezer that's down, and it's emergency. So let's see what they got going on, right? Follow me. Not sure what all this ice is from, but I'm guessing it came from the freezer. Doesn't look like ice machine ice. Alright guys, not sure exactly what I'm walking into yet. Freezer is almost empty. They're just running low on stock. We got a truckload of stuff coming in about an hour. Manager said they had all that ice in the bag, by the way. That's from this. Apparently there was ice dumping out of the sides here. Just dumping all over everything. So I'm assuming we have a drain problem. It's either plugged, our drain heater failed and it froze up. That drain just looks like garbage anyway. I mean, you can tell there's no real good pitch to it, which is weird because, I mean, we got this right here. Like, we could easily just go right over there. But it's 10 o'clock at night, so this is more or less triage. They have a truck, like I said, coming in 2 hours. They just need this thing up and running. The manager kicked the breaker off because he came in here and he could smell something was hot. And then he touched the bottom of this drain pan and it was hot. And then he pushed up on it. You could hear something sizzle. So he got frightened and he turned the breaker off. But then I got a service call saying that there was sparks shooting out of the fans. Like it's WCW Nitro NWO days. But yeah, there's no sparks or nothing. Right now it's in defrost. So it's pretty warm in here. It'll kick itself out of defrost here any moment now. But I'm going to pull this side open and see if I get an amp draw of our drain heater. And then just visually inspect a couple other things. What is that? What? Wait. Thing is I didn't install this, but I know who did. All right, so yeah, look at it. What is this? What is this nonsense? We got a thermostat right there. Oh, but also we got one right there. What is that one for? That one is our return sensor, and this one is also our something. I'm not sure. That one's set to 10 degrees. This one, not 100% sure. That one might not even be hooked up. I have no idea. Wow, we have two thermostats here. Hey, you guys watching, you want to take a guess before I open this up and try to figure out why we have two thermometers? And like, also, who just runs a cord through a chassis like that? Amazing. All right, let's pull this panel open. All right, so this thermostat right back here is not connected, which is weird because, I mean, there's no wires going to it, but somebody took the time to mount the sensing bulb. You know, like this unit, I think was installed, gosh, I don't remember exactly, a couple months ago. But I mean, like, look at this. What is this? 14 gauge, like a power cord that they just hooked up. Like, why not take that thermometer right there and mount it right there? I mean, if that thermometer's failed, just remove it. I don't understand. Do they not remove it because it's hard to get to the screws? That seems silly. So on the list of things that I will be doing, we'll be replacing that. Oh, look at this. Look at that termination switch right there. It's got a little bit of a gap in there. Now, let's see if I can get it to focus right there. Now the gap around it looks pretty even, so it might be It might be like it's supposed to be there. But no, I take that back. The top side, I don't know if you guys can really see that very well. But the top side gap is much smaller than the bottom side gap, if that makes any sense. Sounds like we just came out of defrost. There's our fans a-spinning. Scared the poop right out of me there for a second. All right, let me get an amp draw of our little defrost drain heater. But anyway, back to our, that is our, let's see, that's a 3-wire switch. That's our high limit termination switch, just in case we have a runaway defrost situation. I'm going to quote to replace that just because I don't like that gap. You know, moisture can get in there, it can freeze. Maybe that's what happened, and that's why we have that gap. So there's a little bit of gap too on our 3-wire switch, our defrost termination fan delay switch right there. I can't really get to an angle where I can show you guys. Maybe over here. Yeah, not really, no. But around the black part of that, where it just goes into the metal part, there's a bit of a gap in there as well. So I'll probably add that to my quote of things to do. But more than anything, I need to address that drain situation. It's not something I'm going to be doing at 11 o'clock at night. We're going to remove that thermostat, cut out that drain. That evap drain pan heater is kind of bent up in that one side, but I mean, honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't like that heater. I'm going to change that heater. This little in the line heater, I don't like that. You know, looking at this drain pan too, it almost looks, I don't know if I can get that to come across on camera too, but it almost looks like when they put that drain in, like they pushed up on the center part, because like the water that is defrosted is just pooling up in the center, and then our drain is back there. Like, again, I wish I could get this to come across better on camera, but see, like right there, you see that little cord, the steel braided line way back towards the middle? That's our heater. Let's see if I can get it like that. And then we have all this water pooling up because that drain is sitting higher than our heater. So that'll be redone, and I'm gonna put a better heater in there. I'm gonna wrap it in heat tape and then re-insulate it, of course, with some better insulation than that shit. Yeah, so that's it for here. I'm gonna go upstairs and see what we need to address, if anything, up at the condenser. But I'm starting to see my breath, so I think that's a good sign. Kind of a crappy angle, I know, but there's our amp draw on our condensate drain line heater. We have no amperages. I don't know if we have voltage there yet. I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure that drain line heater isn't OEM. So is the aftermarket piece installed. So it might not even be wired properly. I got to see where this thing's wired to, and it might not even be wired for constant power. They probably just tied it into the heat circuit, so it only warms up when it's in defrost, which is obviously stupid because you want it warm all the time, right? Am I right or am I wrong? What do you guys think? All right, let me track some voltage on this thing. Yeah, so this drain line heater, guys, it goes to terminal 4 and terminal 3. So if you come over here, we look on our fancy little wiring diagram here. 3, let me set this down so I can point. I need one of those little hands like T.Y. Banana Man has. Ty Banana Man? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So 3 right here comes from our defrost clock and energizes this side of our heaters, right? Comes over here, jumps through this, goes through our heater safety switch, yada yada yada, and it goes out our, not out our neutral, it's a 2-way heater, so it comes in this side, comes in this side. And then the other side of that drain line heater is attached to number 4. Number 4 is our thermostat circuit, or what I call our thermostat circuit, which will energize our liquid line solenoid. Although it shows over here on this, but let me double check something real quick. I'm just gonna think out loud during this entire process. So there's our SOG cord, comes from R, goes down, wires into that. That goes to neutral, and so it is tied into the neutral. So I wonder how that directly controls our liquid line solenoid. Let's see, that's number 4. I think this black wire right here goes to our liquid line solenoid, I believe. Yeah, just ignore that relay. I believe that's a fan delay relay, or not a fan delay relay, but it's a fan relay of some sort. It is unplugged, yes. I can't remember exactly why those are unplugged, but I remember there being a reason, so I'm not overly concerned with that right now. Man, that thermostat just looks so stupid. So I'll have to take care of that when I come back. I'm also going to clean up as much of this wiring as I can when I come back, and do everything on non-emergency work. Anyway, back to this. So it looks like they're powering that condensate drain line heater from the heater circuit, because one side of that heater goes to 3, the other side goes to 4. Now, the side number 4 at our defrost clock is, like I said, is the thermostat circuit. So, actually, you know what? So let's think about this. I'm going to think out loud here and risk sounding like an idiot, right? So at our defrost clock, when we're in defrost, our little timers align and our switches move, and our number 3 terminal is energized, right? We've all seen it. Number 3 is energized for defrost, and number 4 on our defrost clock is energized for the thermostat cycle, which is energizing our fan. So if I have a heater going across here, when would both of these terminals, assuming that's a 208 volt heater, when would both of these terminals be energized to give it 208? Am I missing something here? I mean, if all these fans are 208, I guess we could back feed through the fans, like, is that, let me double check something. Am I on 4 or am I on H4? No, I'm on 4. I'm not on H4. Maybe it's just too late in the day, but yeah, I'm definitely on 4 and 3 right there. That's my condensate drain line heater. So, alright, so that doesn't appear to be a true neutral. It does have voltage going to it. I was getting 208 across these two. Was it these two or these two? I think it was these two terminals. I apologize, guys. It's late. I'm tired. So I may misspeak from time to time. Yeah, all that to say, our drain line heater isn't wired in a way where it's going to be on continuously. It is only on, apparently, during the defrost cycle. But the thing I'm trying to figure out is if I'm wired into 3 and 4, I don't even think it's on then. But I mean, it's got to be on at some point in time, right? Because if it's only wired in 3 and 4, terminal number 4 is only energized when I'm in cooling mode, and terminal number 3 is only energized when I'm in heat mode. Let's go over here and see, just to satisfy my curiosity, what kind of voltage we have right now across 3 and 4. There's 3 and 4. Yeah, 208. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I got 208 across 3 and 4 right now. confused by that. I'm not gonna lie. Up at the condenser. Sight glass is clear. Running 404. Huh. What is that? Are you serious with that nonsensical bullshit? Well, I take that back. I can't call it nonsensical bullshit. It may have been installed, you know, at an emergency. Sometimes, when we go out and we do service calls, and later on we quote for expensive repairs, they don't want to do the expensive repairs because, in their minds, well, the system's up and running. And yeah, it's up and running, but it's an emergency. Now, that's just a, what do they call it? Like a Schrader depressing valve or something like that. Which, I mean, it's clever on the fly. It gets the job done. We got a pressure switch in place, but it's not ideal, I guess. It'll work. I mean, I'll note it, and I can't imagine they're going to give me approval to shut the whole system down, pump everything down, and pump it out of the system and valve it off right here, and then put it on properly. But we'll see. Anyway. Nothing too crazy up here. They got a train. Wait, we got a train. Is that a York? We got a train, a York, and a Lennox. What is this, the zoo? Look at that. They're like, let's get a Lennox. No, let's get a train. Then the one guy's like, no, let's get a York. Those two look awfully similar, right? That's pretty old. This is pretty new. I don't remember this being here previously. That drain's gonna work real good. That drain reminds me of that old nursery rhyme when we were kids. There was a man from somewhere, had a crooked back, crooked neck, or something like that. Wait a minute, am I thinking the other one? There was a man from Nantucket. Had a... Never mind. I don't know, I'm tired. Dun dun dun. What's up, train? You suck. Got a nice... I guess it's kind of trapped. It's like the bare minimum of a trap right there. But it is technically trapped, so. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna make my way out of here. I'm gonna let the area manager know they're good to go for tonight. I'm gonna come back, hack that drain off, see if I can kind of bend that drain pan out a little bit more, reform it, because like I said, it looks like it's been pushed up to make that drain fit. Then we'll redo that drain, get a better slope on it, better heater in place, and yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, I'm also gonna quote to replace the whatchamacallit, the high limit and the 3-wire switch on this guy. I don't think they're failing at all, because we don't seem to have any sort of defrost issues or early termination issues going on with this system. But I don't like the gap that's in the body of those. It doesn't look even. It doesn't look like it's meant to be there. So when in doubt, change it out, right? And then I'm also going to remove that spare thermostat that's up in there, and then I'll make a note of this valve or this Schrader core depressing valve that's on there. Yeah, we'll make a note of it. See if they want me to address it or not. They probably won't, but hey, I'll bring it to their attention. And if they don't, well, that's on them. All right. All right, guys. Have a good night. I will see you soon.